you've been following my channel for any amount of time, or any channel for that matter, you know that Tesla accessories are very abundant and they are all over the place. And I've reviewed a fair share of my own. But one general drawback of any Tesla accessory is you're basically bound to whatever the manufacturer decides how it should be. And you have a choice. You either can like it or you can not like it. And if you like it, you use it. And if you don't like it, you go and hopefully find somebody else that makes something that you do like. And this product here, it's kind of interesting. And it kind of breaks the mold for what Tesla accessory manufacturers do to satisfy their customers. Now this here is a product from a company called HaloBlk. Now they sent this to me. I didn't ask for it. And I didn't agree to do a video on it, but I'm clearly doing a video on it because I actually find this product pretty compelling. But it may not be for everybody. You know, in order for me to try to explain how this works, it might be better to just kind of show you what it looks like when it's done. Because out of the box, and I should say out of the boxes, because there are a lot of boxes that come with this station, it's just easier to show you once it's done and set up. So let's just look at the final product real quick. And then we'll jump back into how it all goes together and what this thing is all about and who this is for and who this maybe isn't for. All right, here it is, 100% set up outside the car. And your first reaction is, oh my gosh, what is this monstrosity? Well, let me just tell you, it looks worse than it actually is, and it's easier to show you what it's really going to look like on the car. But before I put it on the car, let me just explain what you're looking at here. This is the entire rig. I've got a powered magnetic phone mount. I have a non-powered magnetic phone mount. I have a GoPro mount here. I have an Apple Watch mount here. I have a shelf down here. And it's a lot. But let's look at it on the car. Reserve your judgment just for a second. All right, here it is on the car, the exact same setup. Chargers, GoPro mount, Apple Watch mount, and a shelf. There's actually another shelf back here that just sits in there. I'll show you how that works here in a little bit. But this is what it looks like. And you might also be thinking, my gosh, that is such a massive monstrosity. Why would anybody want that? Well, this is everything mounted on it. Now, what makes this particular accessory interesting is that you can have it your way. You could have it as much as this, and this might be actually useful for long road trips where you want to be taking some footage of the road, or you need to be mounting 2 different phones, or if you're camping and you want a place to charge your watch, well, just throw it on the charger and you can charge your watch without having to let that, sit around. And I can tell you from experience that when you're camping, space is of a premium, and to have something up like that can be nice. We have a shelf down here for sunglasses or whatever else you might want to hold. And the cool thing about this is that you can take things on and off pretty quickly. Like, for example, I don't want this mount, slide it off. I don't want this GoPro mount, slide it off. I don't want my Apple Watch mount, slide it off. I don't want this shelf, slide it off. All right, now that you've seen it completely installed, let's take this step by step so you can just see what it takes to install this. And this is your base rig, and it is 2 pieces, and it is held together with these cool magnets. There are some clips here on the side that once you get it wrapped around your screen, they lock in pretty easily. So installing this is pretty simple. Just take the top piece, slide it over your screen. Now, if you have a screen protector, you should be just fine. Take this bottom part here, clip it in. It's held in with the magnets. Reach in from the back and snap it in. That's it. This is your base rig fully installed. And as you can see, it more or less disappears, at least from inside the cabin. You've got these 4 little grab tabs that stick up. Some people may not like them. I don't think they look too bad, but from on the back is something that you're gonna have to get used to, because you can definitely see the scaffolding from the back. And if that bothers you, this might not be the right thing for you. If you don't ever look at that and you can forget that it's there, you might be okay. So let's go ahead and install our first accessory. And the first accessory that I'm going to install is this. This is a magnetic powered charging pad for your phone. And For me, I'm going to install it here on the left-hand side because that's where I like it. I can install it anywhere I want. I can install it up here just by sliding it on. I found just from playing around here that in order for me to position my phone where I like it the best, I'm going to slide it right here. And I can play around with the angle. I can play around with the tilt as well. And I found that if it's locked in right about there, I can get my phone tucked in up real nice where I like it. Let's go ahead and install the next accessory. This isn't for everybody, but you know, these kits are very modular and you can basically pick the options that you want, mix and match. This is a GoPro mount or a tripod mount that you might want to use for recording road trip videos or scenery videos if you're up in the mountains. That just simply slides on. Again, all of these are optional and you can pick where you want them to go. You may want to have your passenger on long road trips have a non-powered charging pad, or you can get a secondary charging pad. This is a non-powered one. I'll go ahead and I will install this, and all of these are pretty well built. They have multiple access adjustments and the clip mechanism here for putting them on. So it's just a matter of sliding this on like that. And I'll pivot that up out of the way here just for a second. Now, the next thing that is an option to you is an Apple Watch charger, and it actually comes with the charging cable as well, USB-C connection on one end. Where do you want to put it? Well, I'm going to slide it here on the side. Just slide it down here like that. I could take this cable and plug it in. The last thing that actually mounts to the rig permanently is this. This is an under shelf for the screen, and it's got a sunglass holder here on the bottom if you want to take advantage of that. There's a rubber insert, so basically put this on and put it wherever you want. Actually, the only place it really makes sense to put it practically is underneath. Let's go ahead and install that. Takes a little bit of finagling to get to line up, and it just slides on, and there you go. You can put, you know, whatever you want in there. Gum, sunglasses, sexy buttons, which I have. Might want to slide them on in there. Now, the last accessory that you can get with this is this shelf. Now, this shelf doesn't actually hook to the rig in any way, but it does kind of plug in a sense, where it just sets on the dash behind the screen and just kind of locks into place there, and it's a place for you to toss whatever you want to toss. Like maybe you want some of the included cable holds and you're not really sure where you want to put them yet. I'll toss that in my shelf. Let's just say you might want to throw your sunglasses up there. There are also some little magnetic discs if you want to put something that's magnetic up there. You can hold things down a little bit better, but it is a rubber shelf and it does a good job of just holding whatever you want to hold. Everything's installed. There's what you get. Now, there is one key thing before you go out and buy this, if this is something you're interested in, that you need to be aware of, which is if you use an aftermarket swivel mount for your Model 3 or your Model Y, this will not fit. I had a swivel mount, I had to remove it, so I'm back to the factory. But if you have a swivel mount, forget about it. This isn't happening. So if you're not willing to get rid of your swivel mount, then you're going to have to look somewhere else for a different accessory, just because this flat out will not work for you. But if you have the standard setup for the screen for any Model 3 or Model Y, this will work just fine. All right. For many people, you're going to be very turned off by this product because on one level, it's not minimalist, which is kind of the Tesla style, very minimalist. Don't show anything extra. Clearly, this Halostation does show some things, a scaffolding of such, on the back side of the screen. But from the front side of the screen, it's pretty minimalistic and it is very versatile. So you have to decide, can you get past the scaffolding look on the back to give you that versatility? For me, I think I can, and that's why I decided to make this video, because I actually find this product to be very compelling. Now, is this the right product for you? Well, that's going to be something that you're going to have to decide on your own. If you do decide you like it, there is a link in the description below, and there are a lot of different options on their website where you can say, I like this accessory, I don't like this accessory, I want a magnetic chargeable phone mount, but I don't really care about the Apple Watch mount. Fortunately, this thing is very modular and very configurable, and you can mix and match and put things on or take things off and move things around however you need it for any particular type of road trip or environment, or for me as a YouTuber, setting things up for maybe a road trip recording video. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate you tapping that like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscriptions are always welcome. And if you're looking to pick up a Tesla of your own, make sure you don't miss out by using a referral link. Use any referral link, but if you want to use the one in the description below, that would be great. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.